like it's good for context. Like if you're that's what you mean. And I try to keep it.
Oh, okay. Okay. Are you ready? 1, 3. How we've been doing it has been like the priest for 3 and then third guard for number 4, which is like that, I think.
This is the third guard.
Yeah. We've been using for.
No. You gotta do it right here, motherfucker. Maybe some people like doing the, for example, the ball thing. But since they're so far away, it's not like they're gonna really interfere with it at all. So basically, it's 100 to strike a wall. Yeah.
My partner's gone for now. Yeah, my partner's gone for now.
Because we're passing back and forth. This one's fine.
You're fine.
You know what? Here, hope that sword's better than this one. For the is that your sword?
No, this is the sword.
Can we trade out that sword for this one for the drill?
No problem.
Do you want to round robin with us? Like we can do 3-person dude.
Sure, if you want. Yeah, I don't mind. I think my partner's just going to the bathroom, but.
Okay.
Okay.
This sword is. Here. Use this one in defense, and I'll attack you with that one. That was messy.
There might be another one-handed polyethylene on there.
That's not that.
The shock is a lot different than this one, though.
Oh yeah.
So.
I agree. That's what should have made sense.
Yeah.
But, you know what? I still had fun. And it worked with this phone for it, isn't it? I mean, plastic and crap, but the phone goes for the technique. No! Wait, just need 5 or 2 minutes. Clearly! You got that? No one will ever meet this technique.
I'll attack first. Okay. We'll just take it slow.
Second.
I'll grab this.
Okay. So let's just wrap up a little bit. down a little bit. Where'd that girl go?
Cat.
She's over there by the cat.
She doesn't have her stuff about.
You stole the gear. Get it back. She stopped the dealer.
Cat.
Okay,
Cat
so,
burglar.
No, only you are, Stephanie.
all right, it's about time to wrap up, but I just want to have a
Ouch.
quick little 2-minute chat about it all. Does everybody see and or understand how to implement the basic patterns?
Yes.
By using a mnemonic, box, butterfly, and hourglass, it's been my experience that people will remember this more easily. So then when they go on back to the training hall next week or whatever, there's a vehicle, even if you don't remember the exact pattern, you can visualize it and put it back together.
Yeah.
All right? Just remember you need to go both ways around it in order to make sure you do all the transitions. And I want to kind of emphasize a point because, every group has a different goal for what the function of their club is. All right? That's one of the cool things about Hema is that, it takes a village, so to speak. But in my personal world, I want it to be efficient. I'm trying to look at this stuff through the window that these guys meant it, and they meant for it to work. And so I try to put it under the strictest pressure testing I can, short of cutting my people up. So while it might feel like, okay, we got that drill, I just want to very gently say that no, you got introduced to the drill. Because in our club we have a saying where first we learn the drill, then we work the drill. And what we mean is, it takes an afternoon to get the feet and hands and feet unraveled in an exercise like this. Now the real phase, where the real training actually begins, is not in the learning the drill, it is in the working the drill. This is where swordsmen or women are made or not made. Most people don't want to do the work, right? They just want to play with a sword, go home. But if you're not banging swords and making mistakes, because for example, what we would do now, if this were like a club, a nightly class where we were working on this, we would take one of those exercises, whichever one I thought was most hiccupy to you. We'd put gloves on and a mask on, and I'd put you with a more veteran fencer and have them slowly increase the tempo while legitimately aiming at your hands, because we want to make sure that your parry actually parries your hand. Your obsessive actually covers your hand. You're not doing the drill if you're doing this every 3 out of every 4 cycles, right? You're missing. You're not quite tight. You're not dialed in yet. So that's what working the drill in is teaching you. Get back there. I don't like my fingers getting hit, right? And we wouldn't move on until that got tidied up. Jumping around and doing 75 different things doesn't fix any of them. Whereas focusing on one for a short while or two, never more than 3 things at once, and then we'd bang that exercise out. He'd get, be put under increasingly higher pressure, harder hits, faster hits, until when you can do all those transitions at full speed under that pressure, maybe we can start talking about how often it's showing up in the free play. But if you can't do it in a choreographed script at speeds that are similar to how you free play, what makes you think you're going to do it in an unchoreographed environment? You might get lucky once in a while, but luck isn't really swordsmanship. That's luck. You follow my thinking?
Yeah.
So, obviously every club does it how they want. Take it or leave it at your leisure. But I'm just kind of giving you an idea of where we would go next with this, and how, we haven't even really added in techniques to it yet. Because this is still working on the mechanics of this style of buckler play. Dig it? But we could easily add the techniques into it, maybe I'll show that next year or something. Okay? All right, thanks. So I guess now what happens?
Well, now we were.
We thank you for your instruction. Oh, cool. Plaque. Yep. Yeah. Very cool. Thank you.
Thanks, Scott.
So now what's happening?
Okay, next on the schedule was we had kind of scheduled out to do some kind of free sparring and everything. If people want to get helmets and gloves and everything, we'll do about half an hour, 40 minutes of kind of free sparring, and then There you go. Jay was going to instruct Ringen afterwards, and then they patterned. So.
Oh yeah, by the way, since you mentioned that, for those of you who don't know, I sell the Hema supplies gear, so the sparring gloves and the swords. I didn't bring a ton of stuff, but I did bring a couple pairs of gloves if anybody wants to look at gloves. And I'm going to go grab the Regenier arming swords if somebody wants to see it, so you can have a look at it. Whatever. Okay, thanks.
Also,
and I'm going to stay around if you want advice on sparring. I'm going to hang around for a bit.
Also, if anyone wants a drink, we have Powerade and water. They're in the cooler. There's water in the cooler, and then Powerade. Just feel free to grab some. So, yeah.
Say some everybody else because it's
Yeah.
less fun with them.
Yeah.
Oh, if you borrow bunkers from us, can you please walk them back over to this beige bag?